So Rainier Dance Center, it was originally opened before the 1950s. So it's been around a long time. We have lots of parents and even grandparents who were here and now have their kids or grandkids dancing with us. I grew up dancing my whole life, and one of the dreams that I had when I was young was to open a dance studio. And so when Shara approached me in 2013, she was retiring. I started teaching here in 2009, and she approached me about taking over, and it took me a while to kind of, think through and make sure it was something that I actually wanted to take on, because it's a big thing. I knew immediately that I wanted it to be a place that was safe for all bodies. We have students who have disabilities. We've got autistic dancers. We've got some dancers with Down syndrome. We've had dancers with physical disabilities, ADHD, and so it's really important for me, and I think for us, all of our teachers here, to make sure that we are integrating those kids and they're just in classes with everybody. It's always been really important to me, and I think important in this community, that we are supportive of all dancers, no matter what they have going on. Well, one of our students has Down syndrome, and we had paired this dancer with a teacher assistant specifically. So in that class, she was there just to help her with anything she needed. I'll never forget her first recital. We didn't know what to expect. And so that first year, we do a big annual recital in June. We're on stage and they've got costumes and lights and there's an audience, and so it can be super overwhelming for everybody. I'll never forget, I was sitting backstage and she had her own entrance, so she was going to come on the other side of the stage, and her assistant was staged there ready to help her. And I was sitting right there just kind of watching, and her assistant at that point said, "Are you ready?" They were holding hands and she was saying, "Are you ready?" And she said, "No." And I remember the assistant, who at that time I think was only 12 or 13, and she leaned over to her and just said, "You can do this. You've got it. You've got this. You could do it." And we all kind of rallied around her. Like, there were several parents back there and teachers, and we were all just, saying, "You're such a great dancer and you can do it." And then something just flipped. And she, and the assistant again said, "Are you ready?" And she said, "Yep." And she went right out, and it was the coolest thing from backstage to see that. She had a group of people around her supporting, and that she felt like she was confident enough to do it. Every year they do a national, it's called Love Your Body Week. And so last year, in every class, we took 10 to 15 minutes, and based on the students' ages in the classes, we either read a body positive book, if it was younger kids. A lot of the older kids, we did some activities. So things like writing letters to your body about what your body has done to help you, and sort of just saying thank you to my body. And then at the end of the week, throughout the week, we started covering the mirrors. And so by the end of the week, our whole mirror was full of sort of self-love letters and drawings and other things written to all of the dancers' bodies, just thanking them. And so it was really cool to see these dancers who, it seems like something simple, that you're using your body every day, and of course, it's doing what you want it to do most of the time, but to stop and just say thank you and recognize that it not only helps you dance and do all of the other things, but that it's okay that you may feel self-conscious about your body, or that all bodies are good. Our goal as teachers here is to make sure that the confidence that they gain here, that they can take that into the rest of their lives.